Hello and what is up guys, Jack here, and today is episode 2 of Ronaldinho, a legend in the making. Now, I'd love to say the first episode went down great, which it did for the majority of you guys. I think a lot of you are excited to see this series, but there was a little bit of hate on the video, and the reason why was because Nepenthez started doing a series about a week or two ago on the legend in the making, and people thought that I've been copying him, which was really bizarre because I've started the series almost, well, over 2 months ago now. It was 2 months yesterday that I started Legend in the Making Thierry Henry. But anyway, let's not delve too much into that. We don't want to talk about that too much. Let's get into this episode and what's going down. So in the first episode we played 2 games. We managed to play really well in those games. We got a rage quit, which equals double points. We're now on 12 form. So if you don't understand the point system, go and check out the first episode. The first 3 or 4 minutes of the video I explain it. Now, I've now unlocked the ability to use +3 bronze attribute cards. So you can see here that I've put that on my player, and you just saw in the background I went to search for a game and it just got lagged out basically on the startup screen. Looked like I was going to come up against this Arsenal player, and I even lost the bronze attribute card that I put on Ronaldinho, and I also got a game played on his card, which is totally wrong. We've only played 2 games with Ronaldinho so far, and we're going into our first game now. So this is the team that we come up against. It's basically a non-rare Bundesliga team, and it's a very, very deadly and misleading team because that team is very, very cheap, but it's very strong and overpowered. In the background, you might hear a little bit of music from the guy that I was playing. He had his mic on, and you could hear him talking a little bit every now and again if I scored a goal, or if even he scored a goal or anything like that. But it's quite funny. I do score very lastminute.com against him, and he does get a little bit angry, so you're going to hear that in just a second. But he gets off to a great start. 1-0 start for him. And 78th minute, I really desperately need to get a goal back. I'll go down the wing here with Alexandre Pato, and I think, you know, I'm going to cross this ball in. Did not expect a good ball from Alexandre Pato, but it was good enough. 79th minute, I bring it back to 1-1, and it just opened up the opportunities in the game. Again, 90th minute though, and in a very similar position here, I have Ronaldinho. You can see him just passing off to Pato, and then Mariano here. I'll pass it over to Alexandre Pato. Very similar position, a little bit closer to goal this time. Crosses it in. And that is what the guy thought of that. I completely forgot I was going to put this down in the background. I just thought, shit, what was that noise in my headphones? But yeah, he got a little bit angry at that, which I don't blame him. At the time I scored it, I had my hand over my mouth thinking, that was not a very respectable goal, but had to do it to get the match win so we could progress in the series. As you can see on the right side, we got 2 points, 2 form points because we got the match win. We also had dribbles completed above 85%, which was nice. On the left side of the series, you can see we played 3 games. We've scored twice, we've got 1 assist, and you can also see the average stats, like the average match rating we get, and also the average passes and dribbles completed. Now after that game, you can see our form has now gone up 2, so that takes us up to 14. And at the bottom of the screen, bottom right hand corner, you can see after every game in that little triangle what we got. So we got +2 from that game. Now, as I said, we are currently on the +3 bronze attribute cards, and to unlock silver attribute cards at the bottom of the screen, you can see we have to get to 25 plus form. So anywhere between 25 and 49 basically is when we use our silver attribute cards. Now after that game, I had to change around my team, make sure that everybody was fit and ready to go for the next game. And even Ronaldinho, I think he had something like 92 fitness. I thought I'd use a fitness card just to make him feel fit. And now, I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to ask you guys, when do you guys replace your fitness, or when do you guys apply fitness cards to your players? What is the lowest you would let your fitness go down to on a player? For me, anything less than, I'd say 94 or 95, I would start to put fitness cards on my players, and that's what I'm going to be doing in this series. Now in this next game, we come up against a player that has a man of the match Nasri and quite a few very expensive informs, so I was quite excited to get this one underway. We started off with Lima here, who I go with a body feint to the left, and David Luiz comes storming in, missing the ball completely, and it was a very light tackle, but if you watch the replay back again, you'll see that it definitely is a penalty. So he goes for the ball, and he just completely takes my feet instead of the ball. Now we get the penalty of Ronaldinho. If I score this, that would give me a +1 onto my form, but he made a great save there, to be honest. It wasn't a very good penalty. It wasn't the worst, but again, it wasn't positioned into the side netting or anything like that. So at the same time, it's a good save and not a great penalty. Let's go ahead into the 30th minute. He gets one back, and as you can see, I think it was from a corner, so a lot of the players was clumped in around that kind of box area. But not long after, I do a great ball with Ronaldinho over to Lima. I thought, you know, I've got to score this because I'll get +1 with the assist. But it goes off the crossbar and falls to Ronaldinho, and we managed to score a goal with him, which is even better because we get +1 for that as well, which is very nice. So as you can see, it went to 90th minute, 1-1, and this guy just wanted to draw. So unfortunately, that is going to end there as a draw. We don't get any minus for a draw. We don't get any plus though, so it's not that beneficial for us. As you can see, passes completed and dribbles completed was very high in that game, so we should receive some good bonuses for our performance in that game. You'll just see in a second. Our match report will come up. So on the right side, you can see our passes completed was 94%, which is +1. Dribbles completed 7 out of 8, which is 88%, +1. And we also scored a goal, which equals overall +3 from that game. And on the left side of the screen, you can see our average ratings going up and down based on our results so far. So now this is our 5th game in the series coming up, and as you can see, we're just going to change a few players on the pitch just to make sure we have the fittest players. Now I want to ask you guys a question. I'll ask this towards the end of the series as well, but I want to see your opinion on it. What player would you like me to do next? I was thinking I could probably make even the centre backs work in this series. You know, if I can give people form bonuses based on clean sheets. I can give them form bonuses based on other situations, and a player that I'd really like to do a legend in the making would be Drogba, because he's still got a very good card in this game, and with +10 attribute card, I can see him being a really very effective player in this game. But let me know other possible legends you'd like to see me do a series like this on, because this is different from Thierry Henry Legend in the Making. This series is going to be a lot quicker. I reckon somewhere between 6 and 9 episodes. Ronaldinho will be completed. He will have 99 chemistry by then. Start of this game, great. You can see his team name was Road to Shore FC. For a second, I thought it was Road to Shore because I managed to score so quickly. But no, seriously, I knew it straight away. It was not Road to Shore. He wouldn't call his own club Road to Shore. So it must have been some kind of fan, which is quite nice to see. And we do get a goal here with Ronaldinho, though. It goes and falls out to him in the 78th minute, and the goalkeeper, it was pretty bad goalkeeping, to be honest, bad handling from the goalkeeper. But we do get another chance here of Ronaldinho. I go for a chop, and I just try and stop the ball, dribble through, and unfortunately I hit the post with really bad handling again. And that was pretty much the end of the clips. But I thought before I run out of time to show you, this is what his in-game stats look like with +3 on his card. So you can see there, if you want to pause the screen, you can do. He's got some pretty decent stats. His strength is actually not bad, especially once you start to use some silver attribute cards on him. And this is the after the match, so you can see he's got 1 goal there. He's had some passes completed, which was 20 out of 21, and his dribbles completed not so great, but it shouldn't affect us. We shouldn't get any minus chemistry for it. Let's go ahead and go over to the match report. We can see on the right side we got the match win, we scored a goal, and we also got 20 out of 21 passes completed. That equals +1 as well. So that now equals +3. On the left side you can see we scored 4 goals out of 5 games, which is really not bad for a very slow cam, which is really nice to see. Anyway, this is what my cards will look like for the next episode. If you want to see the next episode, make sure you do drop a like on the video right now. Don't forget to hit that like button, as it really does help me out and support my videos. Let's see if we can smash, let's say, about 300 likes. That would be absolutely epic. I don't usually get that amount of likes on videos, but I think that the amount of work this series I've put into, I think I deserve that anyway. Anyway, you can see me on the screen just putting some fitness cards on, getting ready for the next episode, and I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.